Alright, collective. So take what resonate and leave the rest. So something's getting ready to be illuminated spiritually. Uh, when it comes to one's stability, you can see somebody overlooked something. And someone's getting ready to walk into reality what they overlooked. When it comes to you being consciously aware, you can see somebody overlook their own blessing. And you can spiritually see it's causing them a lot of conflict. When it comes to their attainments, you being very knowledgeable at this time, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What's ending? You can spiritually see there is conflict in the energy. Spiritually, the uncertainty, or spiritually someone causing someone some type of conflict pertaining to their sacral energy, you can see that shit is ending. And you can see somebody was waiting to see if you was going to be able to make an unbalanced decision, because they was trying to send you some tense energy when it comes to the matters of your heart, so you can misread a relationship decision. Only take what resonate and leave the rest. But you can see somebody watching you in the energy as you create. When it comes to your growth, it's very enterprising. And you can spiritually see you got a lot of good communication. Something is approaching you very fast. When it comes to a judgment or justice being served, and someone is infighting, somebody could be 85 or 58. Take what resonate and leave the rest on how they can come in and reconcile with you, because they feeling pressure right now. So whatever work somebody did, and you having one-on-one, if you been in this, you can see somebody was using some type of magic. Yes. Now they in their feelings. Because they desiring you, baby, to cause you to be unbalanced when it comes to a decision. You too focused. To see, they focused on you. And you can see all three of them communicate about your creativity. You can see somebody walking into reality of who really need to shrink back when it comes to you regenerating. 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can see they has been personally challenged when it comes to your growth and development. I can't make it up. You can spiritually see, baby, on the 31st, you was offered a whole new gift of attainment, of opportunities and boundless possibilities. To see what was restored for you to have a new beginning. Trust your intuition. Right now, baby, somebody mad because they couldn't spiritually reduce your gift. And they feeling challenged. That they gotta move away. Or stay away from greater harm. Because you and I already removed the bondages. You awakened. To somebody want to betray you in the energy on the 31st. Now you can see they feel very challenged. Because the memories of their past is resurfacing. Spiritually. Where they are not getting the results that they looking for when it comes to your growth. You can see, baby, somebody wanted to tap into your heart chakra and personally challenge you. You can see, baby, somebody wanted to test you. And cause you a fluctuation of changes. And you not know that you can see that spiritual trouble about your opportunities and the changes that's taking place around you. Baby, you can see somebody real emotional about an action that they took on you. And they in a lot of conflict too. Because you got the foresight to see that they deceived you as well as others. You want the only one they deceived. Thinking they was going to have a whole new opportunity. You can see somebody was hoping their wishes come true. That they could place you in the same cycles spiritually. When it came to your spiritual abilities. To see you got infinity. You got a whole new plan. A whole new message. And whatever message you got spiritually, somebody lacking a lot of discretion. Because you can see they feel like their secrets being revealed. Spiritually. causing them some type of opposition. You can see that when it comes to their own fulfillment. You can see somebody fighting at her for a king of pentacles who running from them and hoping to get some type of guidance right now. You can see somebody asking somebody for some type of information. Because you can see somebody want to abuse them. You can see somebody trying to come in somebody's thoughts. Because they ain't heal the conflict of their own thoughts. To see they got a whole new fulfillment. And you can see, baby, there's truth being spoken. Somebody got some information about what you regenerated when it comes to a social dynamic to move on. And you can swiftly see somebody moving on from trying to tap into your energy. You can see a decision that was made in a past relationship or with a lover, and they got a whole new beginning. But you can see somebody is really unfocused right now. They in regret for all the losses that they created. Somebody could be born in 85, 62, 58, take what resonate, leave the rest. When it comes to your growth, baby, 516 or 816, somebody up under judgment for that. For trying to reduce someone's foundation and the structure of balance that they was receiving when it came to their growth. You can see somebody in their feelings about somebody's work and the financial stability that goes with them and what's being brought into completion. You can see somebody as at a crossroad because you know they made a wrong decision to try to get you stuck. When you were spiritually healing your energy from all the illusions that somebody wanted to cause you and personally challenge you to ignore every relationship connection you had. Now you can see why they had set back. Because you readjusted yourself to walk through some victories. And you see the fresh start of a new beginning, to see a miracle getting ready to be released to you. You can see somebody in authority talking to a queen of pentacles about how intelligent you are. To move past the heartbreak, the misunderstandings when it comes to the growth of one's energy. To see, baby, at 301, somebody thought they broke your family up and caused you some type of discord. Now, when it comes to you trusting your intuition, to see a tribulation in someone's family is causing them to be unstable because they're being blocked. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. When it comes to your awareness, spiritually, this is a spiritual realization of who's up under judgment. And you can see why they disappointed. 2013 can be very significant. Someone had unlimited potential and boundless possibilities. And you can see the growth of their family, and somebody cheated them out of it. Because they lacked a lot of virtue within themselves. So only take what resonate and leave the rest. So, I ask, if you come into my reading, that you use your discernment and your intuition when it comes to the points of your potential to see your new beginning. Don't project on me. That's what I ask. Don't project on me. Because if your consciousness being tapped or you feeling some type of way, that means you need to do some inner work. That inner shadow being pulled up. The light only tap into the darkest places, the things that you hide. And if you did anybody wrong and you didn't receive karma, you understand how karma play. Because it don't necessarily mean it gonna hit you. It'll hit somebody in your family. You understand universal law. When it's touch not my anointed. Touch not my anointed. The anointed cannot do no wrong or no harm to anyone when it comes to their growth. Because you don't know what angel may come before you. Because they all are in disguise. So as far as projecting, you guys have no idea. I have been on my assignment and mission for years. This isn't my first rodeo. You guys just don't know. I was already here, hidden in plain sight. You guys need to leave me alone. You guys was warned not to touch my anointed one. You guys just don't listen. Karma is collecting. Correct. Karma is collecting. But understand, when you send a message on this channel, and I have not called you out, understand when your consciousness is whooping your ass. Could you understand that? Because I don't know you, and you don't supposed to know me. Don't supposed to now. Now, if you watching me and you know me, and you feel like I did something to you, I apologize. But I don't play with magic. You can see somebody as unstable. When it comes to the reality that you can see, somebody watching you, trying to learn something, to bring something into completion, to understand what that sixth house means. The fourth house means the foundation, what you built off of. The sixth house means your work-life balance. And somebody getting ready to get clarity when it comes to a poor judgment call pertaining to a partnership. You can see a decision around someone's foundation. And you can see somebody at 624 trying to correct something. 1233. Because there's some truth being told about some type of information somebody got. Or whatever information they got about the support that you had. You can spiritually see they ass trouble. They can't sleep. Because you can see what's being brought into completion after they caused all their relationship uncertainty. And they want to betray you when it came to the matters of one's heart. Something being revealed. 1992. And spiritually, somebody's getting ready to be taught a lesson when it comes to one's attainments and the balance that's being restored to them, that allows them to see that their growth was repetitious, to have a new beginning. You can spiritually see somebody was looking for some type of knowledge or what really caused them to squander on their gifts and their own talents. What caused them to be unfocused? What caused them to be unfocused? Shit, they stand your ass. Unfair, unequal. They don't like to share with no motherfucking body. They don't even like to give. They like to cause people poverty. You having knowledge of that cause them to be unfocused, in a lot of chaos, having a lot of financial issues that's personally challenged them, and they trying to hide it. Spiritually, somebody's getting ready to receive some type of guidance. Or who's spiritually being guided to bring something into completion when it comes to the growth of your success. To see, baby, somebody's getting ready to face some type of disruption right now. Because you walking yourself into some type of fulfillment. Somebody looking at the phone. See if they can open up a door. This the beginning of someone moving into calmer waters. Because you can see somebody at 801, somebody went up under judgment. And they in their feelings about it too. That you can spiritually see them in the energy. Trying to cause someone some type of poverty. When it comes to their attainments, you can see the adversities that they face. Because you was able to bring something into completion. You can see somebody hollering at how smart you is. And you can see somebody's actively trying to deal with the changes of instability that they created. Your ability to focus right now on every decision that you make, you can see somebody tell somebody they need to make a choice. They already made the choice to move away from past hurts. And you can see somebody communicating it when it comes to their mastery, their ascension. Somebody is a master architect. Somebody is a master builder. And you can see somebody wanting to place somebody in some type of delusion when it comes to how much wisdom and knowledge they have attained. So they can misinterpret an action. Some case. Oh, you can see somebody want someone to misjudge a case. Yes. When it comes to your attainments, you can see somebody had a new idea. Because you can see somebody feel betrayed when it comes to communication. You can see somebody looking at 2013 or 2031. Take what resonate and leave the rest. When it comes to your growth and the power of one's potential to see a new beginning, and somebody entered into a new stage of their life, and you can see somebody wanted them to be set back. 133. When it came to their personal development and growth, to see they had a fresh start, and you can see somebody was mad that God gifted you. To see the emotional instability in the ones that was irresponsible when it came to their own spiritual gifts. To see that they restricted themselves. They bound themselves to their own pain. 15, 17. When it came to a decision, you could see somebody was looking at your authenticity, and you could see somebody felt destroyed because they was trying to imprison you in some type of fear. When it came to you being consciously aware that someone wants to enter in one's thought and cause them a lot of confusion. Something is surfacing. And you can see somebody as feel humiliated that you have the ability to create and purify one's conscience to spiritually see your wishes coming true. Baby, somebody was yearning to take your affinity. At 9:24, now somebody walking into reality that you can see they mismanaged their own relationship. And they feeling burdened. When it comes to the points of your potential, to see the balance being restored to your infinite points of potential. To see the changes that's getting ready to take place. And the amount of healing someone had done. Baby, somebody healed from the trouble. And you can see somebody got a little inertia. Feeling a little sensitive about your manifestations. Because they infighting because you ain't using the magic that they use to create the disappointment. You can see they worried. They looking back at why you ain't blocked. Why your third eye ain't blocked. Why your root ain't blocked. And why you ain't frustrated. You too aware of the hope and optimistic energy that source gives you when it comes to your awareness. To see that you pull the strings. And you can spiritually see, baby, somebody getting ready to be asking for some type of forgiveness, because you can see somebody's spiritual team coming in. And they hitting everybody that's trying to cause them to lack progress. You can see spiritually, whoever have not learned their self in the conflict of their own thoughts, you can see they ass sensitive right now. Personally challenged that they can't come in and cause you a disadvantage when it comes to a financial resources. Because they want your ass out in the car, heartbroken, disappointed, and you can see a Queen of Pentacles communicating with the King of Wands about someone's insecurities. Somebody doubted you. And your ability to attune with the angels to spiritually see their ass being weakened and they was led by the blind. In some type of nostalgia. Because they went back to a past decision. Spiritually, it placed them in a battle around their work, their profession. And you see every game that they played in the energy. Now they looking for a recovery. Deuces. 2020, baby. Compassion and love out here in the energy. So, somebody got compassion and love. What, they got a little voodoo doll? What, they working off the voodoo doll? Yes. They working together, ain't they? Feeling challenged right now when it comes to some communication pertaining to one's recovery. You can see somebody says you was green. Because you was able to bring some balance and harmony to yourself. And you can see they out here, when it comes to your ascension, ain't getting the results that they was looking for. Because you done walked yourself into a whole new fulfillment. Baby, somebody thought they was going to open the door up on you. And you can see their ass getting ready to be very sensitive. Because you can see somebody out here fighting. They in competition with each other. About your opportunities. All three of them. About your growth and development. And what's being given to you. And what mystery being revealed to you. Shit, they stuck at a standstill. Your ability to articulate that, to see your spirit team bringing some trouble. And you can see somebody being spiritually blocked when it comes to your awareness. That you can see they blocked from their own hope of having a new beginning. Because they can't focus. They ain't got the willpower or the strength. Because they looking at the finances and the decisions they made when it came to their own work. They set them back. When it comes to the points of one's potential, you can spiritually see. You got the intuition, you got the conscious and the unconscious. The vitality to reflect back on every decision you made pertaining to a relationship. And you can spiritually see somebody once thought they was calling you a relationship uncertainty. You had the knowledge to spiritually see. Whatever cycle was ending in society, you can see somebody, they sent out an emergency. Because you turned around and had a new beginning and somebody has the wrong information when it came to a system. And you could spiritually see someone was confident that you was going to be lacking some type of progress when it came to a work decision. And you could see somebody walking into reality, baby. They couldn't control the decision you was making at work because you had already placed the boundaries up at 644 and you was intelligent enough to see the adversities that somebody wanted to cause you when it came to a work decision. Now you can spiritually see the disorientation they facing because your work's supposed to be ending, but they were so arrogant to see the changes that was getting ready to take place that it bothered their own healing. Now you can see they caught in some type of altercation right now and looking at a message about you standing fully in your power and your strength and having unlimited balance and possibilities. And you can see, baby, you spiritually moving on into calmer waters, transforming, healing, walking into these transitions while they trying to send out an order of humiliation. You can see somebody saying, man, this motherfucking victory was pointless. Because your growth of energy is very enterprising. And you can spiritually see the spiritual energy is getting ready to increase. Maybe you can see somebody was trying to test your spirituality. Now they feeling personally challenged. Yes. They in their feelings. Because this is the beginning of their awakening. Of all the injustices they want to cause you. Somebody lacked a lot of knowledge and wisdom about you and your family. And you consciously aware of every unbalanced decision they made. And you can see somebody don't distrust someone, an ex, when it comes to balancing the polarities of a relationship. You can see somebody feel very challenged when it comes to one's creativity. Baby, you can see somebody was trying to build a bridge so they can form a stable and dynamic balance. Only because they had wrong intentions. And their goals was never clear when it came to a partnership anyway. That's why they're in a lot of anxiety and depression. Because they can't see. They never could see the love that was given because they was in too much emotional pain. And you can see the creative blocks that they created for themselves. Also take what resonates and leave the rest. Someone sees how abundant you are. And something's quickly getting ready to come in for you. When it comes to your finances, you can see somebody still opinionated about every action that you take. Because you can still see they're feeling personally challenged by what they hid when they slept around. This represents completion. That you can see everybody being rejected. For misinterpreting the action when it comes to points of one's potential. To see, baby, you know why somebody heartbroken. Because your ability to attract a new beginning. And come up out the cold. To see, baby, somebody didn't follow their own morals and values. Because they got stuck in a relationship that bound them to their own restrictions. Now you can see God giving you an opportunity to see the disappointment, the negligence, the lack of cooperation, and somebody hyper competitive to project at you, to go to the extreme because they're miserable about what's being brought into completion when it comes to, baby, you can see a king of swords all in their thoughts. They in so much goddamn pain right now. Shit, if you do bring them in, they gonna cheat you out of everything. And they gonna be afraid of some type of communication because you see the thoughts of one's consciousness. And you can spiritually see somebody thought they wish it was getting ready to come true. They were spiritually trying to put you in a battle, a spiritual battle, after their illness. When it comes to your spiritual growth, take what resonates and leave the rest. You can see what's being readjusted for you because they is going through a whole disruption. Looking at your stability, the foundation, your discipline, your growth, your connections. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But don't come in my energy no more. Don't do that. You're going to disappoint yourself. When I read general, I read energy. I ain't did no personal reading on nobody. And that's point blank facts. So, if I ain't did no personal reading, if I ain't say, hey, Britt, you want a personal? Use your discernment and your intuition. So, don't target me. Deuces.